Hi, I'm Brad Sweezy, president of M4 Lawyers, marketing for lawyers. And today I want to talk to you about how your website is like your child. And by that, I mean, you think your child's great. You love your child, your children, et cetera. You think they're the most wonderful things in the world. The reality is most people don't think your kids are the most wonderful thing in the world. And the reason why that's applicable to your website is people often look at their websites as their babies, their child, and they think they're great. What they don't do, though, is look at their website through someone else's eyes. And that's what you've got to do when you're looking at your law firm's website. You've got to take a critical eye at it, critical eye toward it, I guess, and look at it from a perspective of somebody who wants to engage a law firm for some legal situation that they're doing it. So that's why I want to talk to you about this. You really want to boil it down to a few key things. You just, you want it to be pleasing, obviously, but you want them to get the information as quickly as possible so that they can take the next action step, which is hopefully contacting you. I assume that's what you want as a lawyer, is clients contacting you, potential clients contacting you. And what I want to do is just take a look at a website, and I'm going to do this, live and somewhat random. There's a random state generator, so I'm going to pick a random state here. And it'll come up. And we'll go with Hawaii, okay? Hawaii. So I have another tool that lets me be anywhere in the world. Honolulu, I don't even know how to spell it. It'll tell us. Lulu. Geocode. There we go. I was close. Now I'm going to look for, I don't know, estate planning attorney near me. Okay. So now I'm going to search. Here we see a couple of ads. So we might as well click on the ad. That's what most people do. So let's take a look at this website. And what you should do is also look at your website on your smartphone too. First thing I noticed about this website, and you probably noticed it as well, is where did the website go? Like, I just clicked on an ad, so the law firm's obviously paying for an ad to have somebody go to their website, and it does not appear to be loading. Right, so it loads for a second and then disappears. So we discovered right here live a potential problem, and I'm going to be contacting this law firm, you can betcha, after this taping and help them deal with this. So let's do this here. Let's cut that out. Okay, so we've now gotten to their website, but their ad took us to a page that didn't really work, did it? So that's a big problem. And if you're doing advertising or pay-per-click advertising, you really want to make sure your landing pages are working properly. And that's something you should do consistently, because you're spending all this money driving people to your website, and then when they go there, they get lost. Okay, so we originally looked at estate planning type of thing. So there's a lot of information on here. There's a picture of younger families, I guess, trust estates, families, who we are. Okay, now here's another problem with this website. Actually, this is the good thing about randomness, because this is a potential good customer, a client for me. Okay, who we are, right? Sorry about that. Who we are. Here's who we are, and there's who we are. So I guess they meant something different here, but they don't even have this right. So it's already confusing. So I'm going to go to services. I'll go to family estate planning. So I've got a thing. I'm looking for an estate planning situation. Okay. First problem. Do you see how much text is on here? And this free report, Learn the Mistakes, is down at the bottom. You know how many people don't go to the bottom of the page? Most people don't go to the bottom of the page. So, I bet you this is, how many words do you think this is? Let's just pause this for a second. Let me see here. Word count. Let's see. 732 words. Most websites, if you're trying to convert people, a lot of text is not going to work. I mean, people don't read anymore. And especially on their cell phone, they're not reading through all of this stuff at all. So this is like the equivalent of back in the day, of maybe you do it on your cell phone, where somebody would go over somebody's house and they'd show you 500 pictures from their vacation or something like that, or their, the child soccer game or whatever. Too much information here. People are not reading this. And if you look at your Google Analytics on your website, you can see that. People aren't spending a lot of time on your website or your pages. So this is there's just too much stuff here. So let's go here. I want to protect my family. Okay. All right. So now we've discovered another problem. And if you're reading this or watching this video, I should say, I apologize. I picked your law firm at a random. I did this all live. So, okay. Another problem. You offer me a free report and I go to the free report and there's nothing there. There's nothing. Okay. So that's another problem, so I got that. So now, book now. What am I booking? Like a vacation? After watching our short education, we gain access to our online calendar. Register today. Would you do this? Okay. I'm not sure I would spend the time doing this. And I have a feeling if I pulled up my smartphone and did this, and I might just do that and try to record it, that it would not look good on the cell phone. So we found another problem here on this website. So this is only a few minutes I've been doing this, and you've already seen that they've got, they've got a little bit of a problem here. The law firm, it's a nice signature, except it's hard to read. So you want to make sure your website gets people the information they are looking for fairly quickly. The whole goal as an attorney, I would assume, is to get people to contact you, to have a consultation. If it's paid, that's fine. If it's free, like some practice areas are, that's fine too. But you want to make it so that it's quick. These are my kids. Oh, look, they're great. So the person can say that, oh, they look great. They look like they're happy. How's everything going along the lines of raising them, etc. And then they can move on. So they may love this website. These attorneys may just love this website. But we've seen right here that somebody coming into the pipeline after an ad, which took them to a page that didn't really load, at least on my computer, they've got a problem. So this is something that you should do. Have somebody look at your website, and we'll certainly do that for you. But if you don't want to do that, have somebody who's going to give you an honest perspective. And if you're doing elder law or state law, for example, have an older person take a look at it, because both my parents are in their 80s. My dad just turned 85. My mom's 83. Yeah, 80. No, yeah, something like that. 40, 82. My mom's 82. She's going to be 83 next month. What you want to do is have somebody who's your target audience take a look at what you have to offer that target audience and see if it makes sense. And if you can do that, you'll weed away a lot of the stuff that confuses people, and it gets in the way of what you are trying to accomplish. And that's really what the goal is with your communications. Attorneys, I went to law school. I went to Georgetown Law. I like to read. I like to write, right? But not everybody loves to read, and not everybody loves to write, certainly. So take an approach of somebody who's doesn't have a lot of time. Their parents are getting older, whatever, or maybe they're older themselves and they need to take action. And this website is going to confuse them to no end. And you can select a date, watch. So this is a can thing. Tell you. And I am sure it doesn't come across well on the internet. Webinar Jam. I'm familiar with Webinar Jam. I've used it myself. Okay, at least the presentation starts here, I guess.
Hello and welcome.
Okay.
Today we are talking about wills, trusts, and wellness.
That works. And maybe I'll listen to that after. So you want to take a look at that. And while we're doing this, let's do this. Since they said they had 5-star reviews. Okay. They do have 5-star reviews. They have 13 reviews, which is not a lot. And I could take a look at Hawaii's, and I probably will. At least they got a review a week ago, 2 months ago, 9 months ago, 7 months ago, a year ago. They do not have a lot of recent reviews besides this one from a week ago. So the good thing is they're responding to reviews. The bad thing is they don't have as many reviews as they probably should or could have. So that's important. You take a look at those things and you make sure everything's working together to make sure you're maximizing the chances that you're going to get this particular person as a client, right? And so that's an important thing. So, do all that. Who we are, let's see. And then I'll stop because now I feel like I'm the parent talking about their child, talking too much. All right. So, this got a good personal story here. I personally would do a little video now, show the mother, getting older, and I'm just scanning this, and do that, make it very quick for people to get what they need to get, give them a summary, and then with the video, you can do that, and then have the rest of the stuff for people who want to read. But you don't want to make your website a place where somebody's going to spend an hour reading and never actually contacting you. That's the whole goal, is contact. So hopefully this helped you. This is all live. I used a random state generator and we just went from there. So if you'd like a consultation with me, we will gladly do that. That'll be on the link in this video. If you want some of the other things that we do, we focus on the essential things that drive business to attorneys, drive clients to attorneys. And they can be Google ads, Google screened ads. SEO doesn't really move the needle as much as people tell you it moves the needle. So we don't really focus on that. But if you do everything else, you kind of help that SEO out. Obviously, reviews are very important to you, and your website, landing pages, etc., are important. We focus on the things that are generally proven to give attorneys quick results. We measure everything, we test everything, and that's why we focus on the essentials. If you have a question, you can email me at brad@m4lawyers.com. That's M, the letter M, the number 4, lawyers.com. You can call me at 941-564-9163. Thanks.